Okay, good evening, Wille.
Good evening, mate.
We are tonight in Verviers in the spirit of '66, normally with three musicians from Cornwall.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the southwest of the UK.
Yeah.
You feel special being from Cornwall?
I think you do, yeah. I mean, there's definitely a sort of a very strong identity with Cornwall. It has its own language. It's a Celtic language, the same as Ireland, same as Wales, same as Scotland. So we're very much a Celtic land. Like the other lads, Andy lives in Devon and Matt lives in Dorset, so along the coast a bit more. But the roots of the band was always born in Cornwall, and we're surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean. So we're surfing, fishing. You know, it's very rural, very unique as a county. We have the luxury of having a culture where we can stay in a barn for 3 days and make music. Like, we don't have the restrictions like in cities. In London you have a rehearsal room for 2 hours, you must kick out. We jam for days, you know, so yeah.
How did Cornwall vote pro or against?
I'm very sad to say that they voted against.
Yeah, just a general.
They voted to leave, actually.
Yeah.
But the thing is with Cornwall is it's a very poor part of England and the United Kingdom. And not to say, I think some people maybe weren't as educated as they probably could be in the decision, because a lot of the fishermen and farmers are actually going to suffer a lot from Brexit. And I personally voted to stay, obviously. I'd love to be part of Europe. I don't want to be America's little toy, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Willie and the Bandits.
Yeah.
He's the frontman, the singer, the guitarist of Willie. But who the fuck did choose that provocative band name? It's a bit special name. Yeah, the Bandits. Why the Bandits?
Well, basically, when we started this band, we lived in a van. And we very much sort of like hand to mouth. We went from town to town with enough money to just buy some food and some beer, play some gigs, go to the next bar, we're busking. So very much we lived a very bandit life, but without robbing people. We were sort of giving music away and then probably robbing all their beer.
That's good.
Yeah.
What were your musical backgrounds? Why did you click together? Because of what? The same interests or the same kind of background musically?
I think, well, me and Andy met through a friend in a pub, as you do in England, you know, and met in a pub. We were drinking away.
You played music, he played music, yeah?
Yeah, so a mutual friend said, oh, Willie, I was playing solo at the time, it was just Willie, and then Andy played percussion and drums, and I just dragged him along to a show to play some djembe. And then from there, the sort of band was born, and then we sort of got a bass player, and obviously it was the Bandits as well, because the lineup used to change a lot. It was whoever I could get to play with me at the time. So it wasn't like the lineup now is very, you know, it's me, Matt, and Andy, and it's very set. But in the start of the band, it wasn't. It was
only three. Yeah?
It was only three. Sometimes it was five. Sometimes it was seven. You know, it was whoever played. You know, a didgeridoo, percussion. It was a jam band. You know, so. With the music, Andy and me have bands we both like. We both love Tom Waits. We both love, Pearl Jam, Jimi Hendrix. But then we got music where, you know, he likes some crazy out there music, and I tend to lean more towards like a very traditional blues stuff, which Andy likes as well, but not so much. And Matt's very much from a jazz background, you know, and classical, but he also loves power ballads. Straight straight.
I read something on your Facebook, it's called Our Story, that you're pioneering the acid world rock.
Yeah.
What do you want to explain to us? Can you tell us something about it in simple words? What does it mean, or what kind of music you are playing? But
exactly.
I thought that you were playing some blues rock or so rock and roll, but no. They call it acid world rock.
Acid world rock. Yeah. I mean, this comes from many years of having.
You're still playing it.
Yeah. Well, we have like, people don't know what we are musically.
No.
You know, no one does. I mean,
mostly I ask you that.
Yeah.
What kind of music do you play?
Exactly, and I think the problem is that we don't have particularly a style. We like to write in lots of different genres, lots of different styles.
That's the best option.
Exactly, but I think with the way the music industry is, they want to put you in a box. You know, they want to say this is a phone. I'm going to sell you a phone. You know, this is rock. You have rock. This is blue. So it's always been our problem as musicians because it's always been our problem as a band because people have never been able to pin us down. I'm an artist at the most, and I'm always looking for new textures and new sounds into our music. So with the Acid World Rock, is we were told to try and sum our band up into 3 words.
But are still things from your past and...
Yeah, exactly. The acid is a psychedelic version.
Yes, because you make me think world, like you said.
The percussion, the
djembe,
and the rock music.
Yeah,
so we try, and the acid.
Who is the acid guy?
We've all probably the acid guys, but maybe me. But I think I think we tried to sum that up in what we do, but again, our music is more. When you see that, it's wild, and hopefully people will investigate further. But we don't tend. Each song's very different, so you can't say Acid World Rock, listen to one song and go, that is Acid World Rock. You need to discover WILLE and the Bandits through listening to an album, or maybe 3 albums. Yeah. Then you'll discover why those 3 words are there. You know?
So that makes your band, like WILLE and the Bandits, different from the other bands?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. I mean, we've got a very different approach. I mean, again, it goes back to being from the West Country in Cornwall. We're very far away from the music press, you know. We're very remote in our location, and everyone in Cornwall is a very creative place. It's full of hippies, full of like musicians that have moved from London down. We've got C6 Steve lives in Cornwall, Tom York from Radiohead. You know, it was full of musicians. It's a very creative place where the most important thing is to be creative and to create something unique rather than to follow what is happening in the mainstream. So it's always been our ethos to try and make music that we're proud of, you know.
And some other musical influences, can you name them? Or you name the blues world? I mean, I'm a huge Derek Trucks fan. Yeah, I love Derek Trucks as a guitar player. Derek Trucks?
Yeah, Derek Trucks, yeah.
You know, we have been, was it yesterday?
The day before.
The day before.
Really?
In Brussels.
Oh.
To the Dead Sheet Trucks band.
Was it good?
Yeah, very good.
Very good, yeah. I mean, he's a master of the slide guitar.
The best concerts this year.
Yeah, definitely.
12 on stage.
Yeah.
All on stage.
Amazing. Great. And they're just, I love in Tedeschi Trucks that Derek doesn't take the lead all the time, you know. No. He's a very subtle
One of the remarks somebody made that he was standing beside on stage, not in front, not.
Yeah.
No, he's so. We know him. He's always standing somewhere, but he's doing his thing.
He's great. He's a genius, and I like obviously the Allman Brothers, Warren Haynes, stuff like that. Then I love rock and roll at Rage Against the Machine, Pearl Jam. I love Ben Harper, John Butler Trio. You know, so many different influences. Tom Waits is a huge influence, but probably my one influence is John Martin as well. He was a great acoustic guitarist, and he used a lot of effects on his acoustic guitar, which sort of
more folk,
which sort of I used, and that's where the folky edge maybe comes in our music sometimes as well. Okay. Yeah.
Let's say something about your album. It's your 5th, I think.
5th studio, yeah.
Your 5th album. It's called Paths.
Yeah.
Always the same question. Why did you choose that name? Do you have something in your mind when you choose that name?
Yeah, so basically a lot of the songs are about people's situation and circumstances. I'm very much like, I don't write songs particularly about myself. I'm not someone who says, I fell in love and I break my heart. I found my life maybe a bit boring. I like to write about other people that I meet, stories, and all the album's very much about people's paths they choose in life, you know, like songs like Victim of the Night, I'm just going to look at the back of it now. Victim of the Night and 4 Million Days are very much about people's journey through life and the path they take through life, and Judgment Day. And then there's other songs about like Chakra is about the climate, about the environment, and that's about the path we're taking as a human race to.
That was one thing for me too.
Yeah.
You're trying to save the world with the album.
I'm trying my best.
Is that correct?
Well, yeah.
A few of your songs, you sing it, you shout it. Please save the world.
Yeah, like one way is make love a political state songs. You know, that I try
make love,
and,
chakra, help save our planet.
Yeah. It is, and I feel that for me as a musician, I have to write about something I'm passionate about, and I am passionate about politics, not politics, but about how we need to do more. And music is a great tool to express that, and to bring out that anger and that frustration. I'm not the guy who's going to be in London with signs marching around because I haven't got the time, but I can put into music and try and use that, you know.
You do your part in your music.
Exactly, yeah.
It's great. Like you said, 11 songs on the album?
11, yeah.
11 original songs?
Originals, yeah.
You do the most of the songwriting? Is it band work?
It's a collaboration, yeah. I mean, I normally come up with the guitar part and the melody, like the you know, how the melodic stuff.
That
and
was
then
a bit my question. Who is the first? You come with the song or with the music or?
There are some. We write in very different ways. Sometimes it will come from the drum, like Chakra comes from Andy's tongue drum.
He helps you do it.
Yeah, and it is a collaborative effort, you know, it really is. Yeah, I mean, they all come from different places. We haven't really got a formula we stick to, so it's hard to say, really.
So, like I said, Help Us Save the World, but 4 Million Days.
Yeah,
A rather sad song.
it is a very sad song. Yeah, it's actually a song. Not many people know this actually, what the song's about, but the song's about.
That was a part of my question. Can you tell us something what it's about?
4 Million Days is about, well, we tried to leave it quite ambiguous, but I'll tell you what it is about before the music video comes out. The music video leaves it so people have got to guess what the song's about, but the song is about someone looking for their real father, or real mother. It's someone who's been adopted and is trying to find their real parents. And it was inspired just had a thought one day about Madeleine McCann who went missing, and if she ever did come trying to find who her parents were, you know, that sort of thing, you know. And the 4 Million Days.
She was with her parents in Spain.
In Spain, she went missing, you know.
They were going out to eat, and then they came back, and
she'd gone. Yeah,
she was gone.
Yeah, and it's that sort of search for your real parents, and not ever really being like at peace till that's happened. And the 4 Million Days thing, obviously you don't live for 4 million days. That's the point. It feels so long because that has to happen. And it's about like just the empathy, I suppose, I feel towards anyone who has that quest in life, to try and find their real blood. Really.
Yeah, find the story behind it.
Yeah.
I have another one. How long?
How long? Yeah.
Also, for you as a musician, a special song.
Hugely. I mean, Chris
Because
Cornell.
I know this song because it's telling the story about the suicide of Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
He died very young.
Very young. My favourite singer probably in the world was Chris Cornell. Soundgarden, Audio Slave, you know. Amazing singer.
Is it also a song with a message for you?
Yeah, so how long is, how long do we bleed out our enemies? How long till we can love without a fight? It's about dealing with depression, you know, and not just Chris Cornell. I've had friends who have to deal with this illness. It's a horrible illness where, it's very difficult to find a way out. I mean, I don't suffer from it, but I know I can try and put myself into that mindset of how that feels. And so how long is about suffering with depression. And it was inspired by obviously Chris Cornell's struggle, and he took his own life, which is very sad. But how long is that's what it's about. If you listen to the lyrics, it's very much about the battle to try and find to not have to love without a fight. Yeah, basically.
I have the last one, Watch You Grow.
Yeah, that's a more happy song.
It's a happy song, but you never released it until now. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yeah.
First time that we can hear it on an album.
Yeah, yeah. It's been
Special reason for that?
it's a very special song to me. It was the birth of my first girl, Neve, and about her, about her coming into the world. A very special moment, and those amazing moments as a parent for the first time, and how I want to see my girl grow up and into a woman and become a beautiful person. So it was very much like that sort of was behind the lyrical content of it. And the reason it wasn't on an album for a long time is that it had to feel right to release it, and the previous releases, even though it became a live favourite, was not.
It doesn't fit in.
Yeah, it just wasn't right.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
basically. Yeah.
But that also means that you have to have patience.
Yeah, yeah.
No problem.
And yeah, exactly. There's many reasons. Yeah, yeah.
Did I miss a song, or do you want to add something personal on about the album?
I think you pretty much covered most of it. To be fair, man. Yeah, yeah.
What turns you on outside music? Do you have also what we call things that you do in your free time? Or?
Oh yeah, lots. I love my music, but I love surfing.
Because you have
it's my thing, man.
mostly on the road and traveling from here to south and from north overseas.
Yeah, all over the place, man. But I mean, like I said, Cornwall, we're on the Atlantic Ocean. We're fantastic surf, like big waves. So I'm into surfing, that's what I do.
A surfing guy.
Yeah, I'm a surfing guy, and I paddleboard. I like going fishing. I like being on the ocean. That's my solace. When I'm back on the road, I immerse myself in the sea, and obviously my family, and we live like here to that wall and away from the beach. So we're very lucky.
Great. What was the best advice you got from someone, from anyone?
I think just keep on keeping on. Just keep doing what just keep doing what makes you happy, and not worry too much about about everything else. As long as we have very blessed to live this life we have. So
yeah. How long are you a musician?
I think I was a musician from the day I was born without knowing it. But
That'd be after the other way. How long are you on the road?
Yeah, but a professional musician, I've been 10.5 years.
10.5 years.
Yeah.
Do you have still open items on your I once want to do list? I call it the bucket list.
It, man, like so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Places that you once want to play, or guys that you want to meet on stage.
Massively, yeah. I mean, like Derek Trucks, I love to play with
Yes.
Derek. Yeah. I mean, we're going to USA for the first time. We're touring in America, August, September. So that's going to be fantastic. But yeah, I would love to play Red Rocks.
Oh, the Red Rocks, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the open air area where you can.
America,
Yeah.
Love to do Red Rocks. It'd be fantastic.
I know that some great guys have been there, so but.
Yeah, and the Minack Theatre in Cornwall, which is an old amphitheatre as well. That's one we want to do, and we might do soon.
Great.
So yeah, watch this space.
That are some of the plans for more plans for the near future.
Yeah,
I read somewhere that you're going to play also in Holland on the
Bospop.
Bospop Festival.
Yeah, that's a really big one. Many big names like
That must
Sting,
be a great thing for you.
John Butler Trio. Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, that's it. It's just about like getting people on the side who like your music, that love, what you do, and just are real music lovers, and that's it. Just
So, if you want to see more of Willie and the Bandits, Bospop 2019. I have a
yeah,
last question.
yeah, man.
It's a double one. Do you have any regrets?
Regrets? Wow. I suppose the only regret I ever have.
As a musician, I don't want to hear private things, but just
Well, like my mum died before I became a musician and really started playing music properly. So
That
the
she
one
was-
regret I have is that she never got to
that
see
she
me.
was very young.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
very young. Yeah, and that's what the song "Angel" that we do is about. It's
Oh,
about
yeah.
my mum, yeah. It's not on the album; it's on the previous album. But so that's probably my only regret, is that she never got to see me really doing my thing. But I don't. You can't hold on to these things as well. You've got to move forward, and I try not to have any regrets or any sort of negativity. I always try to stay positive in life and positive with what I'm doing, and
But what I can hear is that you would do it again.
yeah,
Okay.
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So it's great to hear, really. So, what can we expect tonight? Will it be mostly songs of the new album, or do you always mix it with?
There'll be a lot of the new album.
Yeah.
A hell of a lot. I
Do
mean,
you always have a fixed set list or something that you have to follow now?
we mix up a lot,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think this will be. I think tonight will be a lot of the new album, but there'll be old classics in there as well. You know, I'm not going to give away too much, but yeah, it's really the set's going great at the moment. People are really, you know, digging it. So yeah, it's funky, it's rocky, it's emotional, and you know, we like to, you know, go like this in the set, up and downs, and you know, right, yeah, that's how we like to do a set. So
Good. That were my questions, Willie. I just met one bandit, but that's for me enough. We thank you for your roots time.
yeah,
Do you have it? Roots time?
yeah, roots time, yeah.
And you can do one thing tonight, prove that you are one of the best live bands that we can met. We can have the occasion tonight to go for it.
Thanks, mate. Yeah,
I'm sure that you will do that, and we hope that we can experience this tonight.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thanks, mate.
Thank you a lot, Willie.
Thank you. Cheers.